the Filthinator. I'm Julio Ramirez. They call me the Untamed King, but when the lights go down and the doors lock, I am the Filthinator. I am the one who filters out the plastic and the synthetic to find the raw, biological truth underneath. Most people see the body as a canvas for grooming. I see it as a landscape for reclamation. I don't want a woman who looks like she was manufactured in a factory in the valley. I want a woman who looks like she belongs to the earth, untamed, unkempt, and radiating a biological heat that no perfume can mimic. My philosophy about my overgrowth. In the modern world, we've been taught to fear the forest. We shave it, wax it, laser it away until there's nothing left but cold, sterile skin. But the filth factor lives in the shadows. It lives in the primal forest. To me, hair isn't just an aesthetic, it's a conductor. It's a physical archive of a woman's pheromones. It traps the salt, the musk, and the intoxicating chemical signature of her desire. When I walk into a room, I'm not looking for the most beautiful woman. I'm looking for the one with the strongest signal. I'm looking for the woman whose shadows are so lush, they tell a story before we even touch. My architecture of the shadow. Let's talk about the first sensory trigger, the armpits. I call them the shadows. In the industry, everyone wants them smooth, like a doll's joint, but the Filthinator wants the tufts. I remember an encounter with a woman named Elena, not the purser, but a dancer who had abandoned the razor months prior. When she reached for the headboard, the dark, silky silk of her shadows caught the amber light. It wasn't just hair, it was a reservoir. I spent hours with my face buried there, breathing in the high-voltage scent of her work. It's a humid, tropical aroma that makes my brain feel like it's being rewired. That is the true intoxication. It's the smell of a woman who is comfortable in her own primal skin. My golden thicket and the Julio Ramirez tectonic rhythm. The centerpiece of my mission is the golden thicket. I describe the Venus Mound not as a sterile landscape, but as a lush, forbidden terrain. I recall a night in a remote cabin, the fire crackling in the hearth, where I met a partner who shared my vision of the filth factor. As I undid her dress, the revelation was tectonic. The hair wasn't a landing strip, it was an empire. It went far beyond the borders, reaching down her inner thighs and up toward her navel in a soft, dark gradient. My hands tan, muscular, and calloused from a life of work disappeared into that sea of dark silk. Every time I moved, the friction was different. It wasn't the sliding, slippery feeling of smooth skin. It was a grip, thousands of tiny Velcro hooks catching on my own skin, creating a micro-teasing of the nerves that kept us both on the edge of a scream. This is the filth factor at its peak, the physical struggle between the beast and the forest. Julio Ramirez, scent of the wild. There is a silent language in the overgrowth. When I see a woman who has let herself grow, she is telling me she is ready for the hunt. She is telling me she doesn't care about pretty. She wants the weight. She wants the saturation. I remember the taste of the salt trapped in those tangles, the way the moisture from our bodies created a humid microclimate between us. The filth factor isn't clean. It's a beautiful, filthy fog of sweat, musk, and natural oils. I am a living, breathing distillery for that scent. I want to bottle it. I want to live in it until my heart stops. Julio Ramirez, Manifesto of the Untamed King. I am the girl who stays after the shoot, asking for the crew to contribute to the project. No, that's Hannah's line. I am the man who stays in the thicket long after the cameras have stopped rolling. I am the Filthinator because I refuse to be tamed. I want the tangles. I want the musk. I want the absolute obsession with a body that refuses to be pruned. When you watch these films, don't look for the polish. Look for the friction. Look for the way the light catches a tangled mane. Look for the absolute, unadulterated truth of the primal forest. This is my filth factor. This is my intoxication. It's Julio Ramirez. Okay, you know I love you, baby.